What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Be connect! So, I have another video today. If you watched the main channel, then you're like, ooh, we got two videos today. Ooh. Yes, so we got two videos today. So, this is a 54 card Mermail build. Might drop Megalo down to 2, in which case it's 53. So I know this is like, alright, what the fuck is this build, right? Playtesting it, wanted ideas. That's why it's on the second channel and not the main channel. So, still running hand traps, and hand traps. So I've got 3 Glam CL this time because Ash Blossom's still really good. Maybe if I wanted to play this card 6 card deck, maybe if it turns out that 6 cards isn't bad or 56 cards isn't bad, maybe I'll put 3 Ashes. I got the Imperms reboots. Call the Graves. I'd honestly rather, if I could fit anything, it would be 3 Forbidden Droplets. Because that card, especially when you're playing spells, traps, and monsters, I think that card is busted. Okay, so up here, I'll move this over. 3 Divas. So I guess I'll do the middle part first. So I put Mermails back in the deck because I think Megalo and Cetus and Mizuchi are really strong, especially considering that you've got a lot more beefy monsters and a lot more cards that can't be targeted. So I wanted an option to be able to beat over stuff, which is why I've got these guys. Still playing some combo pieces. Actually, not playing Deskbot, not playing O-Lion. If anything, I kind of want to bump up Launcher to 2, to be honest, because I actually really, really like Launcher a lot. Still playing the 3 Sathanas. I think this card is really. I wasn't playing it before. I didn't think it was that good, but the fact that you can just extend into Monk of Tenki to give you deep sea area stuff, or if you need to have waters in graveyard for or monsters in graveyard for Avarice, or you just need more monsters, just gets you there, which is kind of nice. Pretty much standard as far as the Sea Serpent lineup. I bumped up Infantry to 2 because I actually really, really like this card a whole lot. 10 out of 10 card. I like it so much. So nothing else really standard. I added 2 Salvage, and I added Mid-Breaker Field because Mid-Breaker is really fucking good. And I mean, I could just cut it. It's an easy card to just cut. Same thing with Savages or Salvages. I could just cut them if I wanted to. I think it's really good to bring back pretty much anything in this row except for Dragoons. Not so much really anything in this row. Maybe Gunned, maybe, but it's honestly it's more for this row right here. And since this is a very hand rippy deck by just automatically with the Glacia that you can search and the Minstrels down here, I decided to kind of lean into it and really emphasize the fucking up your opponent's hand and disrupting their plays, because I think that even if you're bricking and you're playing behind and you're not dealing with and you don't have like the best hands to make things happen with, I think ripping your opponent's cards out of their hand is a pretty generic way to slow them down, especially when you can't target monsters really. You can't really destroy stuff anymore. I guess I could play Compulse, but Compulse targets and shit, right? If I get to rip a card from their hand or see their hand at all in the first, well, first off, I mean, just like, there's so many good hand rip cards. There's just so many good hand rip cards, and we'll see if I want to play DD Designator. It'd be kind of fun to do 3 Forbidden Droplets, 3 DD Designators, and maybe 1 more Fishborg or 1 more Glacia to draw it, and then that's 60 cards exact. But I think it's just fucking drawing a pointer and drawing mind control is kind of fucking hilarious, because then you get to see their hand rip a card, then mind crush whatever card that was. They don't get the other card back to the end phase. So, right? Let me just double check. Yeah, opponent's next end phase. So it's like literally, I mean, it's So not only do you get to see their hand banish a card, but then you get to rip a card. So that's two that they're down, and hopefully that at least gets you a turn to stall. Something that I think is also kind of funny. So with Black Garden, you can attack twice with Megalo. So if you've got a scale on Megalo, which hopefully you did because you summoned him, so that's 24, 48 to the face if they have Black Garden tokens on board, and if you can get his effect off. So if you do, was that 32 worth of damage before, or if you have another 32, like let's say you've got Glacia on board, or let's say you make an Abyss Dweller, which bumps all your guys up by 5, you can, there's some pretty decent OTKs in here. So between the hand rips, the OTKs, the consistency of water, yes, it's a lot of cards, still play testing it, but I wanted to see what you guys thought. A lot of this stuff can be moved to the side. I'm not going to post an extra deck on here because that's really right now the extra deck's like 20 cards because I'm still trying to figure shit out. But this is kind of what I'm going with. I like it. I'm really just trying to focus on dealing with Dragma, dealing with decks that have Dragma, and then by association things that are untargetable, things that can't be destroyed, things that you need to beat over, and things that search a lot of cards and really focus on building their hand as opposed to drawing their hand, if that makes any sense. So when someone builds their hand, or a deck that builds their hands, you just straight fuck them. I think this deck's got a really good Adamancipator matchup, for example. But that's it. I just wanted to do a quick little video, get what you guys thought. Not really uploading as much to the second channel, but I know I've got this video and I've got one more video coming out tomorrow, or I'll do a day later to space it out a little bit. But just some, tentative decks and ideas and stuff. So hopefully you guys, think that this is somewhat interesting. Even if you don't like Mermails, I think that it's interesting to think of these cards, hand rip cards, because yes, it's nice in Mermails because you already do hand rip plays, but it's not like these cards can't be played in other decks. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't checked out the main channel yet, there's a video up on the main channel right now. So it's not Yu-Gi-Oh related, but I think it's kind of cool. So thanks for watching. Deuces.